With us? Delvon, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. What's up?
Yo, what's going on, baby? How you been?
What's up, bro? Nothing. I'm just back in Pittsburgh, working out with the kids right now.
There you go. There you go. What kids you working out with?
The kids from my neighborhood, from the Hill District.
Giving back a little bit, showing some love.
Yeah, definitely.
So how's it been since the end of the season? What have you been up to? How you been preparing for the draft? And tell us a little bit about the experience since the last football game you played for Temple.
I just been grinding. Head down, just working. Don't worry about the outcome. Don't get too high on the moment. Don't get too low on the moment. If I receive calls or anything like that, just stay a neutral feeling. So like I said, I just worked out, and then after I work out, I make sure the kids see the ending of my workout when I'm tired, things like that, to show them that you can give extra when you're tired. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I do that, and then I just start working the kids out.
Hey, Delvon, this is Tyler, third member on the show. What's the process kind of been like when you came to Temple? Did you think you would be here going through these NFL workouts, talking with these teams, giving back to your community? Is that something you kind of dreamed about?
I always dreamed about that since I was younger. Where I come from, there's not much here. So I always had it in my mind that, I would be the one who make a change, who makes things different in my neighborhood. So I always had this dream. I came to Temple. I just worked, earned a single digit and things like that. So I knew it was paying off.
Del, it seems like for your entire life, seems like you've always needed to work to get where you had to get, and it feels like you've always been an underdog. Agree or disagree?
I totally agree.
But that doesn't mean that you aren't able to. You show what you can show. And that really shows the character and the determination, and that's Temple tough right there. But how have you grown in college? If you got Temple football players, they're listening to this interview, what can you really tell those guys? And how can you grow not just on the field but off the field?
They know just how I am. I tell them all the time. You always got to find things better than you left it. You left your community a mess. Come back and fix it. You mess something up in the classroom. Go extra credit, or go. You know what I'm saying? How you do anything. Is the outcome that you're going to get. So giving back. Just maturing. Taking a bigger step. Always being a bigger person and things like that. It will take you a long, long way. I always, like you said, I always been an underdog. And I work for everything that I've ever have got. So, it's basically about earning things.
Right.
Even at Temple, I earned a name. I earned a single digit. I earned to be a 3-year starter. And the outcome was in my favor. First team all conference. Most games played in Temple history. Tied for third in career interceptions at Temple. Just keeping your head down and just being a respectful person,
Mm-hmm.
Get you a long way, and it feels so much better when you earn everything that you get.
Right.
Yeah, Delvon, that's awesome to hear. Your personal opinion on that side of things. But my question is, going into the draft and especially working through the combine. I mean, now Temple, yes, it's on the map, but you look at other schools like Ohio State, Penn State, the Big Ten schools, and then the other, so Temple's more on the bottom of the list. How did you keep your head up? How did you go into these things? Although, all these people, all these statisticians might be like, oh, well, this guy's better than you. Well, how does that affect your your ego? How does that affect your head and your physical and capable strength going into the combine?
Yeah, it honestly didn't affect me any type of way. It just made me go hard because I've been overlooked and things like that. But at the end of the day, my plan speaks for itself. I can't make this up. It's just what I do. I'm not at Alabama or Ohio State or those guys, who I'm not saying they get everything given to them, but they got the upper hand. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No doubt.
Yeah, definitely. So, like, just coming from Temple, just make you hungrier. And I've been like that my whole life. Ethan's a good friend of mine. He know what it is. I talk to him a lot. So, he know how all that works. I always tell him I don't care what the outside world say, because at the end of the day, going to the combine or anything all that stuff don't matter. You get a chance. All I need is one opportunity. And once I get the opportunity, I'm gonna make the best of it.
So as you're going through this draft process, and you've seen a lot of these Temple guys get some contracts in the NFL, and the list is starting to grow, does that give you a little bit more confidence knowing guys from Temple can make that impact on the NFL?
It gave me confidence the first day since the first day I got there. I see how hard those guys work. The Tyler Metcalf, the Ionitis is, and then I went to Hassan Reddick, and then Sharif Finn, Sean Chandler. Those guys. I knew they were special, and I knew they were going to have an opportunity, because whether you're drafted first round or you're a free agent, all you need is an opportunity. And I like to use Kirkwood as an example.
Mm-hmm.
Kirkwood wasn't drafted, and he was on a practice squad, and I knew Kirkwood was a great person, and he worked hard. You know what I'm saying? And look at him now. He's like a starting wide receiver for the New Orleans Saints. So, just being around those guys, they like branded me. They helped me work hard, and I knew those guys were going to be special. So I knew those guys were going to be, when they taught me to work. So I feel like I'm going to definitely have an opportunity. So, and I take my hat off to those guys. Even Jake Martin. He's a great guy. He's been there with me for 3 of the years. Him and Sean Chandler and Sharif. You know what I'm saying?
Del, before you get off, I know you're helping the kids right now. We really appreciate you for taking your time and talking to us. This is really awesome. Do you have, and it seems like you don't have any expectations come draft day. You're just letting loose. You're just looking for an opportunity and looking for a chance.
Of course.
And that's all. That's all it really takes. And we're rooting for you. And every step of the way, we're upset we don't get to see you in an Owls uniform anymore. But when you're in the NFL making big plays, we will be rooting for you on our Sundays.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, all right, Del. Last thing here. Coach Carey's first year as head coach of the Temple Owls. You got a message for him?
Just get on those guys. Don't let them fall off. Keep the tough mentality around here. That's all I ask for. Win games.
Awesome. Well, folks, ladies and gentlemen, listening to WHIP, that was Delvon Randall. Delvon, we cannot thank you enough. We hope, we wish you all the best of luck coming into the draft next Thursday, and hopefully maybe one day we'll see you in an Eagles uniform. What do you think about that?
Oh, I would love that.
That would be fun.
All right, Delvon, thanks so much. Have a great day, okay?